You. Appreciate everybody for hanging out. Donkashay. What's up, guys? I'm back on the headset today, so this way I can talk and move at the same time. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you so much, Shane, Bear 11, Danny Alton, New Realm Studios. I appreciate you rolling up. Perfect timing. Krusty Old Crow. What's up, brother? It's good to see you, man. Bear 11. What's up, guys? I appreciate all you guys for hanging out. We have some stuff here finally. We're going to start putting shit together. So I cut out, as you can see over there, it's a roll of this wire mesh. It's like screen for windows. Okay, I'm gonna pop that in on the grill here. I cut that WWE bullshit out. We cut this out Monday, right? Because we don't want that, right? We're gonna put the wire mesh in. But first, I'm going to draw out a square on a piece of styrene plastic because I'm going to draw out some teeth that we're going to put on the front of it as well. That's what we're going to do today with this. We're also going to add spikes to the wheel wells. I got a bunch of spikes here that we're going to add. So we're going to spike this thing up pretty fucking good. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, oh, don't you want to keep them when you repaint it? No, I'm going to paint the whole fucking thing, the spikes and all, because I'm going to make the spikes rusted and shit like that. Repaint them by hand. It's not a big deal. And not to mention, they screw in, so I can unscrew them before paint, if need be. So I'm not really worried about that right now. But we're going to figure out which ones I want to put on here, where I want to put them, and how many I'm going to put on. But we're going to do that in the grill. And then we're going to order some stuff on Etsy and shit like that, and then we'll wait for that to come about a week or two, and then we'll probably, because this weekend I'll paint it, we'll polish it up. This shouldn't take too long because I didn't want to do too much with it. I'm literally keeping it as is. The only thing that's happening is I'm painting everything. So just bear 11 with me. What's up, Smudge? It's good to see you, bud. What's up, dude? Nicotronus, what's up, dude? And Josa, you're Justin Boot. It's good to see you guys. So I appreciate you guys, bud. If you'll excuse me. Take a sip of water. Like I said, I didn't really want to add too much. It's really the grill that I want to change up. I want to try to make that hood ornament that if I have to at some point, I'll run and try to grab the pieces. I got to remember where the fuck I put them. And then we'll check them out and see. We'll agree together as a group whether or not I should pop it on. If not, I'll figure it out. I am going to buy some water slide decals as well, some Dreadnoks ones. Pop them on if I want to. I don't know if it really needs it, to be honest with you. Now, as for the hood, I crazy glued, and then I got the 2-part. What is that? We might mix up some more of it. This 2-part epoxy resin, right? Filled in under here. As you can see now, that whole crack is filled with crazy glue and epoxy resin. Same with the gap on the outside as well. So right there. So that gap is kind of filled with epoxy resin. I'm also still going to add Bondo to really hide this completely. I'm going to do this off stream because it's got to be a lot of sanding and I don't want to get dust everywhere in here. I'm going to do that in the garage. So, and then I'm going to add some Bondo resin into the seam some more, so hide it completely. I'm going to hit it again with some more sanding, and I'm going to try to get rid of all of this flames. I want all of this gone when I repaint it. I don't want you to see any remnants of those flames. So I'm going to get rid of all of that as well. I have a crazy idea. Tell me if I'm crazy, but what I wanted to do, because his name is Road Pig, so he be working on this rig, you know? And I almost want to try to see if I can put it on a hinge system right here, so that you could kind of just lift this thing up, you know, and out, and then close it. But I don't know if you can. You know, I just got to figure out a way. I don't know if it's possible, but we'll see. We're going to do the hardest part first, which is getting this wire mesh into this thing. But first, I got to draw a square on some styrene. Oh, shit. So we're going to do that. I'm very limited by this fucking, where this wire is located. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to go dark. Alright, there you go. I got some room to maneuver. Alright, so I'm gonna need my hot glue. I'm gonna glue this shit in place. I need that. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I was kind of trying to think if I go with a little bit of a thicker styrene. I used it all on the tactical battle platform because I just got nothing but thin strips over here. So now this is a different kind of styrene plastic. This is Sintra. This is like a what is that fucking called? You can heat it up and warp it, mold it. So I'm probably just gonna use this because it has like a texture on it. Now I also have some of my diamond plate left. We could use that as well, but it's very thin. So what I could do is just glue it down to this guy, and then we'll be in business. I could use this. It's a little bit thicker, but it's not that great. I thought I had a nice, good one more sheet left of the thick stuff. Pause. I guess not. I had this fucking drawer is filled with just scrap sheets and all kinds of crap. I gotta go through it. Anyway, we need to put this in there. Close it up. All right. So I could do that. This is, as you can see, it's got diamond plate on it. Diamond plated doors. All right, yeah, that's true. We'll save this. There is a lot of diamond plate on the vehicle already, and it kind of matches this. So just stick that in the bid of all the shit. See, that has this blue shit that you can peel off, and then it's got like a gloss finish on the back. I'm not a big fan of that. I do like this texture. I'm okay with that. All right. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go over here with this. I need a fucking pencil. Right. And basically, we're gonna. So that's basically the canvas I got to work with on that little square here. So we're gonna draw teeth. Hey, Gun Bunny, what's up, bud? I need a better pencil. Fuck, I had pencil sharpeners. I had all kinds of shit, and it's all gone. It's all gone. It's gone. Don't exist anymore. Where the fuck did I put them? Jesus Christ. I had so much shit. When I moved this desk, I got rid of a lot of shit. I might have thrown shit out that I shouldn't have, you know? Like all my pencils, and none of them are sharp. I have 100 fucking pencils here. None of them are sharp. This one's okay. That won't work. What's up, Woody? I'm glad I can be the soundtrack to your figure opening, bud. All right, so. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this on trucks. I've seen this a lot on trucks, where the grill has like teeth. Gotta get it right. I just want to get it right. If you're drawn on plastic, it's very easy to erase. Alright, so that's kind of what we're working with. So you're not going to draw a top on the bottom, you're just going to cut the teeth out. Right? And then we're going to glue them in on the grill. Which, I've never drawn teeth before, that's not bad. That's not bad. Right. You make the fangs a little bit bigger. So. Let's see if you can see that. That's pretty good. That's like something you buy at a store. You can do so much activities. Good thing about this plastic, you can cut it with scissors. All right, so we're going to keep this just in case I fuck up. I got more canvas to work with. All right. So. Okie dokie. Now, if we were to match this up, I don't know if you can see that now. I'm fucking too bright here, so what you gotta say? That looks pretty good. I'm digging that. All right, so we'll cut the teeth out in a second. Let's the glue heater. Yeah, the gun's heating up still. So while the gun is heating up, I'm going to cut this down to the correct size. So we're going to... Usually what I do is I overlap it on the bumper so I can glue it to the bumper on the bottom, because I don't want it to kind of be open on the end there. So, all right. Okay, so we're basically going to eyeball this. Cut that down. Okay, then do that. Okay. Got that. Got that. Now we got our wire mesh. We're going to glue at the top first with the hot glue. Then we're going to cut slits into the mesh to slide it over the pegs that gotta plug into the truck itself. And then we're going to glue it down and just basically just slowly work our way around with the hot glue. You can use whatever you want. It's up to you. It's your call. I'm going to use hot glue to tack it into place. Okay, so it stays where I need it to stay. And then I'm going to mix up a batch of epoxy, 2-bar epoxy, lay it in where I want, sets in 10 minutes, then we're off to the races. That's my goal. I'm going to try to do the same thing with the teeth. The teeth is going to be hard to lay in, so I'm going to try to work that. I don't know if I should do the teeth first, because then maybe the netting will have something else to adhere to. So that might be a good idea. So, all right. So we're going to cut this in half. We're going to work top first, bottom, and then head second. All right. Now, I got X-Acto knives. I got fucking work knives, so I can get precision cuts for all that. But, so, that pretty much fits perfectly where I want it. All right. So, where's my X-Acto knife? It's over here. Sweet. All right. I guess you can still use the scissors. Let me see. I bet you could. Let me see. No, because I don't want to turn, cut, and crack it. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Now, in terms of the detailing, what I'm going to do is just take like a Dremel, put like an engraving bit on it, and then I'll engrave the teeth. So I'm going to probably draw them on there one more time, because just touching it with my fingers is rubbing the pencil off the fucking plastic. You want a little bit of a curve. I never made grills. Fangs. I want to break that. Come on, don't be a fucking meathead. Okay. Here we go. So now we got the teeth out. Okay. I'm going to clean it up a bit. Okay. Clean those grills up a little bit. Gluing this in is going to prove to be a severe problem. I'm not going to lie to you. My idea would be to maybe, let me see if I can clean this edge up a bit. If I can get this more like flat, might work in my favor. You just want it to adhere pretty flush. Okay. Let's see. There was a lot of that shit left over, that residue from the. You can get a flat like surface here, pretty much. I guess I could just glue it to the back here. Like, I didn't even think of that. That just came to me. I mean, once I stick the wire mesh, it might be easier to glue the teeth, to be quite honest with you. So we'll probably glue the teeth second. All right, so we'll glue this first. All right. Are you hot yet? Take a bead, lay it in this little channel you got here at the top. Lay your mesh in. Usually what I do is I take my X-Acto knife and I push it down into the glue, the flat end, so you don't burn your fucking finger. And it'll basically push through the mesh, and it'll kind of hold it in place. I just want to tack it. So I just want it there for a couple of minutes. So when I set the epoxy resin, you know, hey, 6'10", Hendo, what's up, guys? So you see, it's already stuck there. So now, as you can see, we got some holes to cut. All right. So that being said, all I usually do here is I fold it. It's right there. Cut. I snip the tip. There you go. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Very nice. Okay. Just gotta get this now. Cut a little bit more so that it'll fit over that little guy. We keep this moving. Okay, push that over. That fit. Come over here. Get the thin wire mesh from Home Depot. It's easy to cut with scissors. Just remember that. But also be careful because you can prick your fingers. It's happened to me many, many times with this bullshit. Okay, so now I have to clean up this side. There's too much overlap. So I'll do that right now. And then we will fold it down here. So you fold it down here at the bottom, right? So you fold it right there like that at the bottom, and that's where we're going to tack glue it again. The sides are fine, but I'm going to tack glue the sides as well. I'm going to push, like I said, epoxy resin into it, and that should hold it. The glue is literally just temporary. Once you stick that epoxy resin, that should be it. Okay. Kind of already stays because it's slid over the holes, which is nice. But better safe than sorry, right? Okay. Back over those holes. Push it into that glue. That should nice and flat. And just push it down into that fucking glue. There you go. Glue should, like I said, it'll fill the little, like it'll push through the little holes, obviously, and just seal it for you. So just remember that. you go. See? That's better than the WWE logo, is it not? That mesh. Okay, so now we are going to, should I mix that epoxy resin now? Get it over with? Although, once I get everything done, I just want to put this down and let it dry. All right, so wait. All right, hold on. Okay, so now we take our teeth. Ah, yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, let me get that glued in first. All right. So you could tack glue it in with hot glue if you wanted to, but I'm going to use Gorilla Crazy Glue because I want it to be glued to the top of this thing. So I'm going to move that over here real quick. Come over here, grab my Gorilla Glue. I got many bottles upside down. Like I tell you, I leave it upside down, just let it all shake it, because as soon as you open it, that fucking liquid is going to squirt out of it and prematurely pop, if you catch my drift. Alright, this kind of dried over. So let's crack that off. There you go. Okay, so we're going to take our teeth. You see my teeth? We're going to glue along the edge. This is gel, not liquid, so it'll stay. Always get gel glue when you work with this shit. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of tack the back so it'll glue to the mesh. Doesn't matter because I'm gonna hit it with epoxy resin from behind. Pause. Let's try this again. Okay, so push that up. Make sure you get that up and in. Motherfucker, it just slid right off what I didn't want it to do. Okay. Okay. Now I'm not worried about any like weed. I was gonna say weed residue, glue residue, because first off, any gaps I see over here, I'm gonna make epoxy sculpt and fill it, so that I'm not worried about that. On the back here, as you see, like so now we got our top teeth on, right? So on the back, I'm gonna epoxy resin it so that it just basically gets stuck to the mesh. It won't go nowhere. Ducky. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, you could use hot glue. I'm not. So let me do the bottom teeth now. This really isn't, the glue isn't setting and it's irritating me a bit. But it's in a very tricky spot, like very tricky spot. So let me just tack it this way from behind here. Like you're just kind of filling in. And then we're just going to squeeze from the top here. Just kind of get that glue, hopefully, set. Just gotta wait. It's a lot of fucking waiting, customizing shit, you know? I like the epoxy, the two-part epoxy, because it does set in 10 minutes. So, yeah. But, you have to give me a second. Okay. I don't mind crazy glue on my hands. Some people do. I do not. So, if I have to get crazy glue on my hands to get the thing to stay where I want it to stay, so fucking be it. So like I said, once we get that epoxy resin, that's going to be the last thing we do. I think it should hold. I hope it holds. It doesn't seem to be holding. I might have to like just kind of stick something under it and then stick a weight on it so that it weighs it down. Or even if I put it like this, kind of weigh it down that way. I do have small clips I can probably grab. which I might just do. Like I said, once I get crazy going, man, I just peel it right off. And let me just cut these bottom teeth out. They're gonna basically fill in there. Good thing about this is I got a lot of canvas here I can use. So I'll put it right there. Just cut these teeth out. Okey-dokey. There. Bring it out. Okey-dokey. Keep cutting some more here. Let me use this one. I just found the blades for this. This is a small box cutter. Obviously, this goes without saying, but be careful. Of course, this is if you find yourself doing this yourself. Be careful, you know? Okay. There you go. It's the fang that fucks everything up here. There you go. Now, let's clean this up a bit. Okay. What colors are the paint of the truck? I'm going to paint the truck like a graphite black. So it's going to be like a dark gray black. I don't have enough to glue. That's the problem. Like I don't have enough surface. Gluing surface. So that's basically what we're going for. I know you guys have seen trucks like that, because I've seen so many of them. So I might not fuck with the epoxy resin, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to push it down without getting all over my fingers. If I had gloves, it wouldn't be a problem. That looks pretty good. That came out pretty good, right? What do you guys think? That looks pretty fucking good. Okay. Like I said, I really want to be able to clip it, but I don't want to fuck up the teeth. I don't think I can get a clip in far enough past this shit. You would really need a smaller. Well, I probably could use a big one. Like this one, this ain't staying. But we're on the right track. We just got to figure out a way to mount this in so it stays. But I really like that. That's essentially what I'm going to stay with. I'm going to figure out how to mount that in. That's, for the most part, it's pretty much what I wanted. So what I might do is I might just, since it's not glued in all the way, I can just lean it. I'm going to take some epoxy resin and just kind of stick it in and just push it like this. And then just hopefully it'll stay for 10 minutes, you know? Same thing with the front. We'll do the front. The front is actually, excuse me, the front, the top is actually gluing pretty well. It's starting to hold, which is good. With all you can ask for. So I think the epoxy, once you get the epoxy in, it'll be okay. Same thing with the edges here. The edges I can just hot glue. I don't have to fucking use epoxy sculpt. Because once you fucking just... Not to mention, what I want to do next, I'm going to need it to just be hot glued, because epoxy resin, I don't want to wait the whole fucking day for it to... Okay. So... Oh, fuck. Whenever hot glue touches crazy glue, there's a fucking... a reaction. Oh, it's just stay the fuck away from it. Fair warning, you guys. Okay. So that should keep the fence right where I need it. The grill. All right, so we're gonna let that dry. Okay, so while that dries, the next thing we're gonna work on now. Okay, so we have these spikes. My idea here, depending on how many I have of these particular ones, because these are the ones I want to use. So we have big ones here. We have thin ones. These are my ideas. So you're going to listen to me live, work them out in my head. So please sit with me and plan it. Okay, and we got the small ones. So we have 3 sizes here. I plan on using all 3 sizes. Okay? So this tiny one right here, we're going to stick on top of the, like that. I don't know if you can see that. Move it as close as I can so you can see it. So it's going to have a couple of those. Oh, shit. So picture it like that on top of there, like that, right? All right, so that's how we're going to do that. I might even stick a couple on the fucking bumper just for shits and gigs, okay? We'll let that dry still. Okay, so let me grab this. Then we're going to take our next size, which are these, and we're going to put them in the wheel well. So it doesn't stick out like that. Let's just see if you can. So it'll be like that, okay? And our next size, these bad boys, we're going to put on the back of the truck. So what we're going to do, we're going to count them out, how many we need, how many I want. I think I just want 3 on the front here on each side, maybe 4 on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see how many I have, and then we'll go from there. So let's count them out. Then we'll start drilling them. We'll hand drill. Okay, so for the bump, for the grill, I'm gonna do at least 5. And I have plenty of these, so 5. Okay. Just make sure they're all the same. 3 there, 4 there. This spikes are $15 on Amazon. They come with the screws and everything. They have a bunch of different tools and as well. So if anybody's looking to get this thing, it's pretty affordable. It's like 300 spikes. All right, so for now, these, the skinny ones. Okay, so I need, if I can do 4 on each side, I will. So let's see, I can do, so far I got 4 right there. Yes, I can. 5. So I have 4. No, I got 4 there already. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so we're gonna have 4 on the front wheel well on either side. And on the back, I'd like to do 6. So I'd like to have 4 in the middle, and then 2 on the ends. So let's see if I have 12. I don't think I have 12 of these. So if I only have 10, we'll do 5 each. So we got 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's 10, 9, 10. All right. So we're going to use all of the big ones on the back. So we'll do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. So it's 4 on front, 5 on the back, and 5 on the grill. Oh, Jesus. So we have our spikes. That's what we wanted. That's what we got. Okay. Now we have other ones. They have ones without the tier. They have just like cones. We're going to pop these. We're going to glue these to the wheels. So I'm just going to take them and glue them right there, right onto the hubcap. I mean, you could probably try to mount like a couple in, but because the way the wheel is, it's just smarter to put one. So just put one. Hey, what's up, people? It's good to see you, bud. All right, so we got our spikes. Our screws will stay in here until we're ready to pop them in. So we'll just move that off to the side. Goes up to crazy glue. We're still letting the grill do dry. Dookie is what I got so far on the grill. Got the teeth added in. I'm gonna add some spike to it in a little bit. I'm just letting the hot glue solidify, which it already did. And then let me just double check, make sure I didn't fuck myself here. I did not. Okay, boom. That pops in. Now, I usually glue this in. I don't want this to come off, so I'm probably gonna glue mine in. But first, I gotta add epoxy to these teeth so they don't move. That's good. All right, so we know that sticks, no problem. Okay. All right, so let's keep this. This is what we need. And take my hot glue off to the side. All right, so we're gonna stick 4 of these spikes. Hey, what's up, Gonzo? So I'm gonna go. Let me just pop this on because this has to be. It's a big part of it. I don't want to fuck again. I don't want to fuck myself. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right, so I get to save. All right, so I'm gonna do 3. All right. So let's see. Yes, I do. Just a paint marker. Okay, we're gonna mark where we're gonna drill the holes. So 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. We'll move this one right there, and we'll keep that one right there. Okay. So now we take our hand drill. You can use a regular drill. I just don't want to fuck. I don't want to crack the vehicle. I don't want to break anything. So I'm just going to use a hand drill. The grill is dope. Now, nice, bud. Oh yeah. I'm glad we're all working at the same time, but it's good to know that like there's like people out there right now doing the same thing I'm doing. We do it together. You know, we learn together. Okay. So okie dokie. Usually what I do is I take my X-Acto knife so I can make a pilot hole. There you go. And then there you go. Ooh. Easy. This plastic is very, very soft, so you shouldn't have any problems doing this. You just make sure the fucking screw can fit in. It does. You take the spike. This little kit with the screws, with the spikes, comes with a little screwdriver. And we're already off to the races. You just pop this back on, make sure it's not going to fuck with it. It does not. Hell to the yeah. Let's add our second spike. We're going to do the same thing to the side, that side, then we're going to do the back. And then we will see where we're at. Remember, if you do this and you want to keep the screws silver or the spikes silver, they unscrew right off. So I don't have to worry about it. So before I paint it, I can just unscrew it, everything, and be good. If you want to paint the spikes, paint the spikes. That's your call. Just, George Julius, what's up, bud? Working on the Warhog, is what I'm calling it. Okay. Fucking screwdriver. Okay. Same thing. Third verse, same as the first. Use your X-Acto knife to start a pilot hole. This way it's easy for you to drill. You line that motherfucker up. And run, Forrest. Run. Okay. Grab another screw. Yeah, it's sick, dude. He was saying that to me. It's good to see Bobby, by the way. Bobby World, as I said, I think I said hello to Orange Julius, right? If not, hello. But it's good to see you. Oh, yeah. I'd rather screw it in this way. I know that the spikes ain't going to go nowhere. Like, the hole's not too big. Pause. I'll show you. Show you in a second here where we're at, what we're working with. Okay. So now put the grill on real quick so you can see it. So this is where we're at so far. We got our teeth grill, right? And we're now starting to add the spikes. So I'm starting to get those spikes going. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Put the grill back on. Turn this motherfucker around. Grab my marker pen. Obviously try to be as even as you can here. Right there. Then right there. And right there. Right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to do the other side. All right, that was pretty good. Pretty good vibe ball, Tony. Okay. Okay. Let's just make all the holes now. Fuck it. I would assume the spikes are for defense mechanisms, so nobody can climb up the truck, or as he's driving, the superhero always jumps on if he falls off. This guy's getting impaled. Understand? I'm sure he wants to enter Valhalla all shiny and chrome, correct? It's a great fucking movie. Okay. My hand is already starting to fail me. Need a pork chop express from Big Trouble in Little China. I agree. You need a Jack Burton figure. Just go to Mikey. Mikey makes them. I think he's made one already. We're just going to keep this going. Now, you could spike this thing up completely if you really want to. Like, you could go fucking balls to the wall. That would be your call, I guess. Dealer's choice. Oh, fuck. Right. Okie dokie. We got our spikes in. Let me just clean this hole up some more so I get that fucking screw with no problem. Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely is. Orange Julius. Like, I have a couple of bikes. I'm nowhere near Knock County like Evil Dookie. Like, I will never get there for sure. But I have most of the Marvel Legends bikes. Like, I have the Wolverine one. I have the Punisher one. I have the Johnny Blaze bike. I actually have the Danny Ketch as well. But I have a lot of bikes. And don't they make like a 1/12 scale like Harley Davidson? I would say like model, but like just like a display toy or whatever. I could be wrong. But you go to fuck on. There you go. Oof, that looks good. That looks tough. Got the spikes on his wheel well now. Now we're going to go to the back here. Let's just stand by real bikes coming soon. Oh, dude, I can't wait for that. But I saw what you're working on, Dookie. You got some, like you're making the custom bars. You said that to me when you showed me your truck. Your truck is fantastic, by the way. We're going to use the bigger spikes for the back now. I only have 10, so we're going to do 5. So I just got to make it count. Tell you, but hey, what's up, Mikey? Alright, so I like just having one on the curve here. right under the line there. I'm gonna go here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty spread pretty well. Okay. So let me go 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna spike the back of the truck. Before we do anything stupid, let's make sure it didn't fuck with the wheels. It shouldn't have. It does not. Right. Cool. That looks pretty awesome already. Put you there. All right. So you're basically doing the same fucking thing. Very repetitive, but basically going to start a pilot hole with your X-Acto knife. And come back through with this thing. And drill your hole. It's kind of like the angle that it's on. It's kind of a little rough on at least on these corners here. On these edges. There you go. So let me just do both of those real quick because you get the annoying part done. Okay. There's a Thor Love and Thunder body I'm thinking of using. I need him to find. Oh, I know exactly which one you're talking about. You got to be careful with that one, Bobby. Because he has a vest and the long hair, when you take the vest off, the neck is kind of fucked up. So just keep that in mind. I have that Thor. I used him for play motion. Spoiler alert, it's in Rise of the Mutants Part 2. But I needed that book as well. And I learned that lesson when I took everything off. Well, my father was a truck driver, Orange Julius, so that and Smokey and the Bandit. Whenever I think truck driving movies, I always think Smokey and the Bandit because of my dad. He loved Smokey and the Bandit. He would watch that movie whenever it was on. Okay, so for some reason, these are off a little bit, so I'm going to make sure that I'm going to base it off this one. So when I start the pilot hole here, yeah, so it's kind of even. I don't want it, the first two aren't that even, so I don't want to fuck up. I'm going to base it off this side. We'll make our pilot holes. Come across. And make our pilot hole. Okay. My dad drove. Yeah, my dad was a truck driver for a very long time. And he loved Smokey and the Bandit. He also loved Operation Dumbo Drop for some reason. He loved that movie as well. Fucking Ray Liotta. Remember that one? Okay. Okay. Let's drill some holes. What do you say? Yeah, I think the Operation Double Drop at theaters is a great movie. Yeah, my father loved that movie. Watch it whenever it was on. Right. Okay. Now, if you want to like distress this thing and beat it up, Bobby Wall was telling me about, and he even showed me some pictures of stuff that he did, where he beat up a car, he made it look all dented and shit, and it looks really awesome. You could do that. Okay. Now we just pop screws in, and we spike up our fucking back of our truck here. Still have that movie on VHS, really, but you guys must be real mad that PlayStation are doing away with physical media if you still have VHSs. So many people are mad about that right now. They don't want you to own a motherfucking thing anymore. But I don't think it's about that. I think it's more about they digital won't lose value. So like they could still charge GTA $100 15 years from now. Trust me, they will. This is too big. No, it isn't. No, it's not. Okay. Because GTA 5 was still $60. That's funny. Yeah, like movies. That's why everybody's in an uproar for PlayStation, because recently they, if you bought like Terminator 2 Judgment Day and shit like that, they took it off. They took it away from you. That's because something about licensing or some shit they fucked up. I don't know. Okay. It's gonna look tough when we get that all done. What's the odds of everyone having all the services? That's very true. It's very true. But that's how they fuck you, man. That's how they make you get them. If you want to see certain movies, you're gonna have to get certain services. That's gonna fuck everyone. Like right now, I refuse to get Disney Plus. I absolutely refuse. But I really want to see X-Men '97 because I don't know, spoil it for anybody. But if you've been watching on the internet, it's pretty fucking crazy what happened. He's screwed. Yeah, it's very true. First off, if you want to watch Surf Ninjas, I commend you, dude. It's a great fucking film. If you went looking for Surf Ninjas, you deserve to see it. Really? Okay, Dan. So you've seen it? So it's not worth rushing to get. All right, that's good to know. I can always watch it on something else, like I got it for free. I have to sign up. You know what I saw today on YouTube was Dark Side of the Ring, the TNA one, Total Nonstop Action. I never realized Jeff Jarrett went through all that. That's crazy. I have a lot more respect for Jeff Jarrett. I know part 2 comes out this week or next week. But I didn't realize he became an alcoholic like that. That was crazy. Yeah, the 4th episode dropped yesterday. Yeah, the X-Men, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was the one I was talking about. I don't like that how they've adopted like the Game of Thrones mindset to cartoons, like the X-Men one. I don't like that. Like when you get emotionally invested in a character and then they just kind of like, too bad. I don't like that. Call me crazy, but I like characters to stay alive so that you can use them again. Okay. Ooh, boy, this is looking cool. Oh, fuck, I just dropped the screw. I just heard that thing bounce somewhere into the ether. I think They Live was on Netflix not too long ago. It's a great film. I mean, 6 might have been the perfect number for this thing, but that's fine. I'll work with 5. The drill bit I picked couldn't have been a more perfect size. Okay. I'm going to have to take a second because I have carpal tunnel in my hand and it's acting up and my hand is closing. But this is what we're working with. Our truck now is all spiked up. We like that. Okay. So the wheels make sure it doesn't affect it. It does not. So now our truck is spiked the fuck up. The grill is kind of set on how I want it. Let me make sure I get that in correctly. Boom. So that's what we're working with in the front. Oh, you got it, bud. Yeah, you got it, Dookie. Got them on Amazon. They were $15. It's like this is what it looks like. It's like a package of like 300 different kinds. So I don't know if this was 150. I'm not sure. I don't want to say the number and I'm wrong. But it said 300 pieces. Now, it could just be like a couple of spikes and then all the screws. I would assume that's what it meant. But it was only $14.99. It came the next day. So, yeah, man. So I'm going to use epoxy sculpt on these teeth because I really don't want them to fall off. The glue now set, so they're staying in place, which is cool. But I just want to, I don't know, safe than sorry, I guess. I just want to make sure they stay because I don't want them to fall off because I really like them. Okay. Is there anything else I want to add spikes to? Oh, yeah, okay. So I wanted to add spikes to this, actually. I want to add the small ones. So let's grab our marker. I have 5 here. That's what I have set aside here. So dead center here is here. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4, 5. I mean, I could go crazy because I have a lot of the small ones and go all the way around. I don't really think that I need that. I think that's overkill because I would rather kind of stick them on the bumper. So if he wants to ram somebody, he can like really just push and stick to them, kind of like a fucking thumbtack. All right, X-Acto knife. The same exact method because it's all the same plastic. It's very soft. So this shouldn't take too much to drill. I wouldn't use a power drill because you're liable to crack and break. So just keep that in mind. I know it's easier and faster, but high risk. Slow and steady wins the race. Remember that. Okay, so we did some pilot holes. Let's grab our tool here. Let me just drill our holes. And you're very welcome. Anything I can do to help you. Whatever I can do. Can you give me a remedy for my fucking carpal tunnel? We'll call it even. My hand is fucking failing me already. Oh my god, it sucks. From years of video editing. I'm holding a mouse. And my hand has become a mouse. I feel like Ultimate Warrior from WrestleMania 7. Why have you failed me? Okay. The only remedy we have for carpal tunnel is weed. I'm going to take our first smoke break as soon as we're done spiking this car up. Then I'm going to make some epoxy resin. Okay. All right. Just to make sure the middle is... Feeding the geese, yeah, but oh my god, like, dude, my hand and all the way up in here in his elbow. I have like tennis elbow. It's like, what the fuck? I don't even play tennis. Let's hope this works. Fingers crossed. See you on the other side, Ray. A pleasure working with you, Dr. Bateman. Okay. So that's good. Okay, so we got that first one. I got you. Fucking Trailer Park Boys. Mikey played a clip from that yesterday on Two Silly Gooses. And I said to him yesterday, I say it to him again today. Such an underrated show, Trailer Park Boys. The show's so fucking funny. I watch a podcast every Friday called Trailer Tales. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Trailer Trash Tammy. She does the food videos in her car. It's gone viral a few times. Some of the shit she said. She does a podcast with one of like a comedian that I like, Jeremiah Watkins. He does another thing on YouTube called Stand Up on the Spot, where he basically has 4 or 5 comedians come up on stage with no material, nothing, and the audience shouts out suggestions, and they got to come up with stand up on the spot. It's a very funny show. But they do if you like improv, I love improv comedy. They do improv comedy as like Trailer Trash. It's so funny. Like they bring on all the comedians who play characters too. It's real funny. Like if you like improv comedy, and I love improv comedy, I can't watch SNL anymore. It's just dreadful. These are proving harder to... Come on, you cunt. It's fucking X-Acto knife. Okay. Well, let's just continue to load this motherfucker up. I can't catch the screw. Yeah, it's like just catching. It keeps loosening up. Yeah. Fuck. Come on. It's all the way in, too, and I got the other two. How come this one ain't catching? Why are you being difficult, you cunt? There you go. Just had to use another one. That's see. See? Looking a little angry now, aren't we? Looking more and more like a roadhog, aren't we? Yes, have some. Oh, fuck, my hand is killing me. Oh, bear with me, people, please. That's definitely not going to catch anything. All right, let's see. Fingers crossed, everybody. Yes, and it counts. All right, one more. Fuck. Where's that drill? One more time. I saw somebody on Facebook today. They posted this exact. It's like weird how Facebook listens. Somebody on a GI Joe group posted this exact truck and was like, "Can Road Pig fit in here?" And I was like, "Yeah, he can. I'm working on one right now as we speak." But then like 10 other people were like, "Yeah, I already made it for him." Also, it's this one. This one's fucked up. Thank God they have a bunch of those. Yeah, that was that particular one didn't have threads. Just keep that in mind, Dookie. Some of these might not have threads. You might be fucked. But, okay, so now let's check this out. Boom. Oh, yeah. All right, and then once we get this all fucking squared away. Now, this is one piece now. Keep that in mind. That's already fixed. All right. Put that down first. Oh, you gotta be careful. Gotta get it in the under the spikes here. That looks tough. We'll add the wheels just so you can get dramatic effect. All right, we got the spikes, the teeth, spikes on the one wheel well, spikes on the back. This looks pretty good. right? Not too bad. What I am going to do is I'm going to make like window covers out of that diamond plated styrene. So it'll just match the rest of the fucking truck, which is nice, which is good. In terms of the doors, I'm not going to do anything but paint those. Might add some protection on the windows on those as well. But I think that's it for the spikes. Literally, I spent $15 on spikes. That's all I wanted to do. But I think that's all I need. So I'm definitely going to glue the grill in. I don't know about this, but we'll see. I might, because I really don't want it to fall apart. So I'm not into that whole idea of it coming apart, but it's looking pretty fucking good already. It's looking pretty tough. So that's just literally going to go back on, right? I'm going to put this on like this, so nothing gets affected, which is what I was worried about. I didn't want the spikes to get in the way of anything, you know, and now that they're not, I'm good with it. Okay, so before we mix up epoxy resin and I get all stinky in here, fucking fumes are disgusting. Okay, so will those fit in here? I don't think they will, because that would be amazing. What I will do is I will glue these onto the wheels. So we have a lot of different sizes and stuff like that. So they have these now. So they have just straight spikes with no like little lip. So like as you can see, this is the difference. Like they have this little like lip. This one doesn't. With this, we're gonna take 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna glue those to the hubcaps of the wheels. Okay, so we're done with this for now. So this off to the side. We don't need any more spikes for now. I don't know, maybe something. Oh shit! Okay. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Is that the new Slambulance, Dookie? Because that's awesome, dude. That's really fucking cool. That's awesome. Is that truck in stores? Where'd you get that? Where'd you find that truck? That's awesome. I don't want to show it off because that's your thing. I want you to, you know, obviously unveil it on your videos. But that was awesome. Good job. Great job. All right. So that's good. I guess we'll just glue these to the wheels now. Should I take a break? Sound off in the comments. Should I take a smoke break or should I glue the spikes on first and then take a break? Mark off. That down there. And okay. That's the new one. It was a pre-order, already sold out. God damn it. That's not hitting stores, Dookie? Do you know? Or did it already hit stores? I haven't seen it anywhere. But if it hits stores, I will buy it. Fire it up. Thank you, Mikey. All right. I should have bought another bottle of fucking this Gorilla Glue. I don't know why I didn't. What are you doing to me? Fucking bottle of shit. That's your fault too. Yeah. I gotta move the glue in the bottle down. Okay. They have a perfect spot to glue these to. If it does hit the store, I'll grab one for you. This is my second one. Oh yeah, but I would be forever in your debt if you could, but of course it's not gonna stay. There's plenty of glue on this motherfucker. Of course, it's not going to stay. Thank you. That's literally what it is. I have the Rattler box with the Dragonfly box on top, and I just put a cutting board on top of it. I had a fucking like a spray accelerant. All right, so I'm gonna need 5. I got 4. I need fucking 6. Yeah, I need 6 of them. Let me see if I still have them. Is it in here? I put all my super glue, all my crazy glues in here. Let's see. Yes, I see the bottle. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this is like this accelerant shit. Activator, it says. It's Loctite, but we'll see if it works. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, never mind. I thought it was a fucking spray accelerant. So let's put it this way. And there you go. So I gotta get 2 more of these spikes out of the bin. Once you glue these fuckers in, that's it. So decide if that's what you want. I want, like, this thing is just like a fucking, it's hell on wheels, man. If he's gonna run into you, he's gonna fuck you up. Like, it's gonna happen. You know, he's gonna hit you with it tonight. So we're gonna let those sit, and then I'll do the other 3. Okay. Always set your gel glue upside down. Just let all the like gravity take. I gotta take a smoke break, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't want to because I don't want people to, bored. But Facebook and saw that post. That guy asking what I dropped the link to this show. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, like I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm making one right now. It's crazy how the algorithm works, and that put that guy like right in my crosshairs, if you will. Like I said, I'm not worried about paint. This weekend I will paint it. Like I said, this project ain't gonna take too long. I think the hardest part is going to be really solidifying those teeth into place, and then engraving them so that you can really see that they look like teeth. I might get fabric for the seats, because why not? Since I'm this far in, I don't like that it has a shifter but doesn't have like a rod knob. Pause. So I usually make that out of like styrene rods. And then I loved Evil Dookie showed me what he did with the dashboard and console, and that was fantastic work. And I'm going to attempt to do something close to that, Evil Dookie. Hey, War Chest, what's up, bud? Thank you again for that the generosity of the Lich King. I appreciate that. Flock it. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I was thinking, Dookie, about taking like a teddy bear stuffing that you can get at Michael's and shit, Walmart, and like kind of gluing it, then gluing fabric, and then ripping the fabric and like kind of sticking a tweezer in there and pulling that stuffing kind of out so it looks like it's ripped and fucked up. Then adding maybe some duct tape strips. I think I saw Duarte do that to his Ninja Turtle fan. I think that's why it's in my brain. But I think that would look better. Like just black leather seats or brown leather seats, and it's all ripped up. SCS Dog, what's up? I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. I think it would just add another level of detail to this. And scuff it, then paint. Okay. Did you get that figure ready? I did not get it yet, but I know it's in the mail. So I'm hoping that it shows up this week. I don't really have anything open for the pre-roll, so I'm hoping that shows up. I have something open for pre-roll. I know Cutthroat Comics sent me a fucking record player. Mini brands. He found it at Walmart. Or Target, one of the two. So I just want to make sure this glue sets. So that these things don't come off. We're spiking the wheels, if anybody's wondering. Using these little triangle guys, or for now, I spiked the shit out of the body of the car. It should be there tomorrow. It's at your UPS. Ah, my man. You're the best, Fortress. Thank you. Like I said, I don't. When you use resin Bondo, I mean, obviously some of you guys probably use resin Bondo. The cure time on it is very short, so you have to get to work. So I don't want to do the hood of the truck just yet. I'll do that off stream. This way I can start to do that shit in the garage and get it over with. Next Monday, when we do another crafting stream, I will show the progress on it. Hopefully it'll be sanded and ready. I'm gonna have to use a lot of different grits of sandpaper. I already know. Because I gotta, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of them. It's a mess. This thing made a mess with shipping. I gotta organize it a little bit better. It got all fucking messed up when it shipped. They must have threw it at the house. Looking right now, Dookie. Oh shit. Dookie, that's just with paint and fucking that's with paint and just scuffing it. That looks really good. That's a great job, dude. True artist, Dookie. True artist, bro. Yeah, that's what you just said, Scott. Yeah, that's brilliant. All right, maybe I gotta try that too. Because obviously, fucking, I mean, you would get contact cement to glue the fucking leather to the seat, right? And that would be a whole fucking headache in itself. Yeah. All right. So maybe I'll try your way. Your method. That's a great method, dude. That's a brilliant way. What is this now? That dude is an idiot. That's funny. I tried doing the leather seat. It came out like shit. Okay. Okay. What I learned with contact cement is you just go a little at a time. I used to do that fucking cosplay. When I used to do cosplays, like when I made the Rancor costume, I made like a film called Rancor, and I made his whole like the leather belt and the skirt and the fucking armor was all leather. And what I would do is I would get EVA foam, and then I would get pleather from Joanne Fabric. Rest in peace, Joanne Fabric. I would contact cement the leather and wrap it around the foam, and literally make like thick leather pieces essentially out of foam, and then sew it like you would leather with that hand fucking punch and the thick thread. That's one other reason why my hands are shot. I did that. I did fucking like 5 or 6 costumes by hand for that movie. And then forget about all the other ones. I made an Iron Man one. I made 2 Batman ones. It's the same thing too. The Batman one was the Arkham Origins costume. So it had like, I went to Joanne and got like a gray canvas type of fabric. And wrapped all the main pieces in gray, then got black leather and wrapped that, and then it was overlapping, and it was it was crazy. The amount of work I did, and I have a level of respect for costume designers. It's impressive what you can do. I've already created equal to Keith Tyler Briggs and myself. Nice, bud. Oh yeah. My wife is quiet over there because she worked 10 hours today. She worked overtime. She didn't get home until 8 o'clock. So she's fucking exhausted. Well, 10 and a half hours. She worked out at 7:30. We got home by 8 by the time we got home. So she's exhausted. I don't blame her. Very fucking annoying when they make her work like that. And she got stuck in traffic. Fucking an hour worth of traffic was insane. Alright, so that's done. Okay, see if we can balance it on the spikes. Cannot. The spikes stayed. So now you see, we got those spikes on the wheels now. Yeah, it's, dude, I don't like to, the job is not hard at all, but the overtime kind of hurts because you're sitting in traffic just for so long. It fucking sucks. I mean, they got me on Tuesday. They had me working till 7. And it's annoying, dude. Like, for instance, like today, but I sat there and did nothing. Like, nothing. Like, so much so that, like, I got out of the car and walked 3 miles around where I'm at because I was just like, let's go for a walk and see if they send me somewhere. If not, I'm just going to get all my workout in today, this morning. And I walked just around the facility. It was 3 miles. And I got back to my car, nothing. I just sat there, watched Dark Side of the Ring in the car, nothing. Talked to my wife for an hour, nothing. Took a nap, nothing. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy. But her, she was back and forth all day long. She was busy as shit. So that kind of sucks. You kind of feel bad. Like, I'm sitting here doing nothing and you're just running back and forth. It's, if I could trade places, I would. Especially with her. She's my wife. But she takes it like a champ. No pause. Oh my god. All right, hold on. I gotta figure out a way to balance this now. Let's see if this will work. I don't know if it will. Let's see. That's too high. That's good. Actually, I have an idea. Take this motherfucker and just lean it right up. There you go. Right. Look at that crazy. Anyway, it fell over. I would not want to be you. Nah, dude. It's, who's Dan? Connecticut drivers are the worst. And we have to deal with Connecticut drivers every fucking day. Because like where we have to go to drop shit off, it's like right there by I don't know if you know New York. It's White Plains. So it's like right on the border of Connecticut and shit like that. And we get Connecticut drivers, dude. They are. I've never the worst drivers in the world, and I've driven everywhere. I said I drove in everywhere first. That's why I corrected that real quick. But I've driven everywhere, and I've never seen worse drivers than Connecticut drivers. I know a lot of people say Massachusetts, like Boston guy drivers are bad. But I driven in Massachusetts. I've had a problem. But on this highway, at a certain time, anytime after 2:30, I start to get anxiety because there's so many accidents on that fucking road. Okay, and when she hits me up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, she's like, I have to go there. My anxiety jumps up. I know her anxiety does too. My anxiety jumps up high because I'm like, oh fuck, now she's driving down there at night. Like once it starts getting dark here early, that sucks. I really feel bad for it. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna smoke some more. All right. Bugs out from their shithole. That's fucking. They're bad drivers, Dookie. I'm not saying they're all bad, but the ones in this fucking area, dude. Like, there's an exit. You get off the exit to go to Connecticut. And the only reason why it's Connecticut Drive is because I always look at the plates. And they'll drive in the left lane all the way until the very last second, because for some reason that fucking exit always backs up with traffic. And these motherfuckers will ride that left lane and then cut 3 lanes of traffic to try to cut in front of somebody that's exiting because they want to get in front. It's such grimeball, dirtball moves that fucking fuck everything up. They get so many accidents, dude. It's crazy. I go the opposite way. So if I go down there late, I take the Taconic, like, because it just goes the opposite around, but it's in the same, like, so it's like one of these and just meets, like, you know what I'm saying? So I go down to the Taconic and go, she tried today and it fucked up and took her right to the thing. Like, for some reason, it just doesn't compute with her. Like, the computer, like the car GPS doesn't take her to where I keep telling, like, go to this. You just literally, it's an hour and 20 minutes. Whereas if there's no traffic on that main way, it's only an hour. But if there's traffic, you're talking the same amount of time. Just take the Taconic. Just cruise up to where we got to go. But now what's happening is you go from one highway to the other highway, and now both fucking things, for some reason, have fucking insane traffic. So it doesn't matter. You get off one highway, you get onto the other, you're still fucked. It's like, it's bullshit, because when I take the Taconic, it takes me to that same highway. So, like, you bypass the one highway that sucks to get to the main one. And once you get to that main one, now that one is starting to get backed up with traffic. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Those are my tales from work. I'm sorry. I gotta listen to my woes while the glue dries. I hope you don't mind. I appreciate you guys hanging out here on Thursday. For real. Thank you. Now, in terms of what I'm going to do with the rest of this stuff, these are going to be completely rusted. I don't think he would chrome these out. Call me crazy. But I think, like, so, and what really annoys me is the flames are molded into this, and that really chaps my ass. So I'm going to, like, kind of grind those down if I can. But I don't want to do that because it fucks the plastic up. But I might just, like, grind the flames and make the flames and all that, just make it look like it's rust. The whole thing is not rusted over, because I'm going to paint it like aluminum. I'm not going to paint chrome. Dookie, is there a fucking spray paint that actually is chrome? Like where you can see yourself, like reflective chrome? Because none of the paints by I get are ever that good. But if you know of one, please let me know, because a spray paint, I can't find any. It's irritating. But I think if I just go aluminum anyway, because it's going to be, like I said, it's old as shit, so it's going to be faded. It's not going to be as shiny. It's not going to be as fancy chrome, But I glued these into the other truck too. I didn't understand the flames. I didn't really understand that. Right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Disposed. All right, so now this is looking pretty fucking good. Let's put this back together. And then we're gonna share a screen, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna get for this truck. All right. So now I'm gonna put this back on. Now, another look. Teeth on the front. spikes at the top, spikes on the side, spikes on the wheel, right? Spikes on the back, spikes on the wheels. So if he wants to ram you, he's gonna fuck up every bit of your shit with this. And heaven help you if you're on a motorcycle, because he's gonna kill you. You know, he's gonna impale you. I gotta be honest, this came out much better than I thought it was gonna. I didn't. My other idea is to take a couple of big spikes and put them in front here. Like, so if he's gonna ram you, he'll just get stuck to you like a dart. He's obviously gonna be swinging the tow hitch, you know. I don't know if I'm gonna add anything to that. Do I want to spike that out? I don't think I do. I don't think I really should, you know, because I still want it to be functional, just in case he has to tow one of his boys, you know. So I don't want that to be all spiked. I want it to kind of be still kind of practical while still having this kind of look. Now, the other thing I wanted to add was a sled. But I want to do the train sled. I'll show you what that is right now. Like, so we're going to share the screen. We're going to do some computer stuff now. Because this is all just a matter now of, this is all the pieces, door and shit. We'll add aluminum foil tape to that tonight to get that done on the, actually, no, we'll do that last. Because this is all just shit that you got to paint and add later. So, it's done. This truck looks good. I'm very happy with this so far. Two that grow very, very well, and one you can't seal. If you do, it'll lose its luster. The other is pricey. That's the, yeah, man, Joe's exactly. I think I found, I know what you're talking about, the pricey one. Because I think I found that one on a Google search. Well, I just a search. It's like, dude, I want to spend that much money on it, you know? It just, okay, so let's take a look, shall we? I'm going to share my screen in a second. I'm going to show you two things. Okay. This one. Oh, fuck. What was the... Oh, okay. All right. So, let's share the screen. I'm going to share this one first. So, I want to put a cow pusher is what they called on it, or a cow catcher. So if a cow was standing on a railroad, they would slow the train down, and this thing would kind of maneuver you, would catch you and push the cow off the road. I think this would look pretty fucking awesome. You can make that out of styrene rods and some styrene plastic, or even balsa wood. I mean, you could do aluminum. I mean, you could get metal and try to do it with that too. Get like the metal rods at Hobby Lobby. Possibilities are endless. Whatever the fuck you want to do. But I think I can make that, you know. But I like this kind because I like the square. But I think that on the front of this truck would look really fucking awesome. Let me see something. Trying to think what's the name of the truck from GTA. Well, see, now they have two different kinds, which I like. I can't. Oh, here it is. Okay. So now GTA has this, right? Which I was thinking about making. Now that is a lot easier to make, and that's fucking crazy. This guy really made it. But this is basically from GTA. So I was thinking about doing that. But then I was like, I don't want all that to be covered. Now you're covering all of this to just make a big cone. So then I was looking at this on GTA. Okay, and we have this now. So now I'm thinking about this instead. It's not too crazy. That is very easy to make, right? Simple sled. You just put that, you can mount that right to the, hey, what's up, Prez? I don't know what the fuck just fell. Oh, the screwdriver. What's up, bud? It's good to see you, man. So I'm thinking about putting that, a sled like that on the front of this truck. Now we're in business. I just don't like how flat this is. I wanted to have some kind of, and I really like this. I think this is awesome. I think this is a perfect business. I kind of like the chain wrapped around the fucking smokestacks. I'm definitely gonna put. Now I do have like chicken wire outside, and I'm gonna. That's kind of what I was gonna do at first, but I think I want to make it with this diamond plate stuff. So I'm gonna probably maybe do both. And I kind of like these little plates that are here. I like this picture. Tony, the sled plow takes up less room. That's why I didn't do the cow catcher. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about this one, Dookie. I really like this. It's simple because it's not a crazy sled, but it'll work. I do like the chains he's got across the fucking front too. And I do like this thing. What the fuck is that for the engine? What is that called? It's the air thing, right? I wouldn't mind that on the front of this. On the hood. Maybe we make one? That'd be cool. I might have to fucks with that, Dookie. Because I kind of like that. Huh. I don't remember ever seeing this truck, but I'm glad I just found this one today because this gave me a lot of ideas. Air blower. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I'm a little stoned, so all the names escape me. Hey, Stu, what's up, dude? Oh, hold on a second, dude. Stu for lunch is here, brother. What's up, dude? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you, dude. Oh, hold on a second, dude. All right. I do like this. I think the air, I think I'm going to add that. That's the intake for a supercharger. Yeah, I think I want to add that to this. I think Road Pig would have that, don't you? He'd have a fucking supercharger, and I can make that. It's easy. The question is, do I cut a hole in the hood to stick it in? Stick it in! I think he's sticking it to me, Jerry. No one's sticking it to you. Sticking it. Yeah, oh, so that glue's set. This thing ain't really going anywhere. Okay. I might not need the epoxy. Well, now, that worked out pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That came out really fucking good. Can we just take a second? Can we just take a second to appreciate that fucking grill? That came out really good. Very proud of that. I'm very, very proud of that. Yeah, I think we might try to make that. It doesn't look too hard to make. It's just some shapes here. This would take up this whole thing, so I wouldn't have to add anything to this, not even lights. All right, so you know what? I think we might be doing that I think we might be doing that on Monday, because I'm going to have to go get the styrene plastic that I need. So I'll stop at Hobby Lobby tomorrow. Fuck, we might even do it tomorrow on a crafting. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to figure it out tomorrow. So we might do that on Monday. Yeah. I'll go buy the styrene tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Okay, things are happening here right now, Jerry. So I'm already really enjoying this truck. I think this thing is coming out great. So this weekend, this is what I'm going to do. We're gonna Bondo. So hold on, let me just remove this and then I'll show you something else. We're gonna Bondo the crack here on the hood, right? I'm gonna figure out the supercharger. I'm gonna see what I can get in terms of Send you a shortcut on IG. Ooh. Okay, that's done. See, Mikey, 7:39. Mikey, you sick bastard. I love you, bud. All right, so let me just. My fucking guy. That's teamwork right there. He ain't even on the stream. That's teamwork. Look at this. Bang. Little fucking RC supercharger, right? $7. Probably gonna buy this weekend. Try to have it here ASAP, right? And that would probably cover up the whole crack too. Teamwork does make the dream work, Prez. You're absolutely right, bud. You're right, Mikey. That might actually cover up this whole section. I'm still gonna fucking bondo it, just because peace of mind, right? So we're still gonna fucking do it because the crack does this shit. So we're definitely gonna cover up bondo. Plus, I want to cover up the flames. I gotta sand this. There's a little bit of crazy glue overlay or a residue. So I just want to get this nice and ready to go. So we're gonna do that this weekend for sure. I'm buying this 100%, and we're gonna mount that onto this as well. So this fucking truck is gonna look stellar. I'm already loving the spikes on the wheels too. The wheels fucking look sick now. I'm like really into this truck. I might not even want to sell it. I'm gonna be honest with you. So anyway, so now we see this. This is going to be one of the things we add to it as well. And I'm going to show you this here. So now we see the chains with the ride that we saw from the GTA. I was thinking of buying these 1/12 scale pig skulls. Okay, and like hanging it on the front of the grill of the truck. I am glowing like a freaking angel right now. I got to turn down some of these lights. All right, so I'm sure Mikey got the It's Always Sunny reference. So I want to get like one of these pig skulls and have it hanging in front, or maybe that's the hood ornament, and we paint it silver because you can just get it non-painted. So that's how I have it in my cart right now, non-painted. Hey, what's up, Kaiju? And I just mount that to the hood ornament, like on like a rod. You just stick it. So here's my question: how big is that fucking? It's 1 inch by 1 inch, so it's 2 inches. All right, so let me see. I have a ruler here. I know I do. I felt it yesterday. All right, so it's 2 inches. Mikey, you are right. It would cover the majority of the hood. And then it's almost 2 inches this way. All right. So we would have to sacrifice one for the other. Now, either that or I can hang the skull on the fucking front of the grill, or I can even have it as like something inside the truck. But I'm thinking about getting those skulls. I'm digging that as well. Now, hey, yo, Frankie is supposed to send me a Bebop head. If he doesn't, not a big deal. But if he does, I was going to put that on the roof of the truck. But I don't know. Yes, Mikey, I'm glad you said that. So now I want to add some weaponry. So now I'm going to add the sled. Right? I know the truck itself is going to be a weapon, but you want something that he could whether fire off a flamethrower or submachine guns, whatever it is. It's crazy, Mikey. Fucking, you're sick. Get out of my fucking head, by the way. Because I literally said to my friend today, I said I want to throw some sick flamethrowers on it. Because I want him to flick a switch. Like I see that fat, crazy bastard laughing as he's driving this thing. Just kind of rah, 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 and he throws the fucking switch and flames just shoot the fuck out, and he just tries to set you on fire and shit like that. I just don't think he would be like a I don't want to say it this way, but like elegant with machine guns and bullets. I think he would be very messy, like because he's a fucking slob, he's a pig, right? So so Victorian flame, yeah. So I'm thinking like something where when he throws that switch, he wants to see, it's brutal. He wants to see a beautiful death, you know. So like I didn't think machine guns were never really a thought in my head. It was flamethrowers. And Victorian flamethrowers, I have plenty of those. I think I'd have to look. I should. I think I have 4 of them. I have 2 black and green, 1 black and red, and I think 1 white. So I can just use the green ones. Unless anybody else has Praetorian flamethrowers that they would be willing to part with, I'd greatly appreciate it. But I was going to use I was going to make them, honestly. Like I was just going to make them out of some tubing and some other stuff. Can you drill a hole in the middle and place lead filament in those flames? What do you mean? You probably could. So when I'm done with this thing, I want it to literally resemble a Mad Max. It's like I'm thinking in my head like when, I don't really watch G.I. Joe, or read the comics. I just started reading the comic books, like the Energon universe too. So it's not even like I've been a long time reader of G.I. Joe. So whenever I look at these characters, I come up with shit in my own head. Now I know that could be sacrilege to some of you guys who love G.I. Joe, and I apologize if it offends you. But when I see some of these guys, I don't think of what their actual story is or what their character was. I think of my own. That's one of the beautiful things of not really reading some of this stuff, going in blind. I remember the cartoon. I watched the cartoon a lot. I still do to this day. So I do know the backstories of the characters and shit like that. But like certain ones, like Road Pig, he was a comic book guy, if I'm not mistaken, because I never really saw him on a cartoon. And I didn't. And if he was, it was probably past my time when I was watching Ninja Turtles and other shit. So I was already off G.I. Joe, But when I see Road Pig, I see like one of those guys with Zartan goes, call him the Road Pig. And then it's like a big deal. He comes the big boy. And this thing comes screaming ass down the fucking road. You're like, oh boy, we're in trouble, And he gets out the fucking car and he just wants to smash, For the Dreadnoks. All right, 1% motorcycle gang. Road Pig is a sergeant at arms. FAFO. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the action. I don't know none of this stuff, Dookie. But now that I know that kind of stuff, so it kind of reaffirms what I'm thinking. When you call this guy in, it's scary. He's fucking, he's going to wreck shit. And when I saw this truck at Ollie's, I literally saw him behind the driver's seat, and I saw the dog sitting on the seat next to him, kind of like a snowman from Smokey and the Bandit. That's my headcanon. It works for me. It means we're on the same page, kind of. Like I look at the Dreadnoks like a straight-up motorcycle gang but it's like when he calls him in, he's like an insane enforcer that like, don't make him call that guy in, because then it's just going to be chaos. It's going to be anarchy. He's going to destroy things. He's going to drive this truck through buildings like he doesn't care. Like there's no, no one's safe. Like, there are going to be many, many casualties. If when he comes onto the field, and it doesn't matter who it is, innocent, it doesn't matter. It doesn't give a shit. Man, woman, child, like he's just a fucking monster. And his dog is mean, like shit like that. It's like, so he's not a good person. So I want the truck to reflect that when I see it. When I bought that figure and I took him out of the package, he was one of my favorites, by the way. And a lot of people had a problem with him because he was being hefty, but I liked that. I thought that was cool. It was different, like because all the other figures are jacked. They're already jacked. You need another one, So I kind of liked that he had a different build. I liked all the stuff he came with. I liked the dog. I loved all the dogs. I know some people don't like the dogs. I love the dogs. I think the dogs are awesome. So I love the fact that he came with that pip, and I just when I saw him, I immediately thought Mad Max. I didn't think Dreadnoks. And I was just like, he wouldn't be driving a motorcycle. He's too big. Maybe a three-wheeler, but I don't think he would be driving a motorcycle. And that's when I landed on this thing. Like I said, it was like Ollie's. It opened up, the beam of light hit it. And I was like, this is the vehicle for you. So I was like, oh, shit. So back to what I'm saying. So I'm definitely going to get these skulls. So I'm going to order these this weekend, and as well as this charger. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that. We're going to really soup this thing up. When it's done, I'm going to add some lights to it as well. I would like to get, if anybody can find me, RC lights. It's going to be hard to do now with the spike, but I can always take the spike off if I have to. It's not a big deal. But I would like to make the headlights work. That would be really cool for this truck. I don't know how possible that is because of how it's set up. But if we can figure that out, that'd be really cool. If not, I don't really give a shit. It's not a big deal. Maybe I could put 2 spotlights on the hood of the fucking truck. I'm going to put a bunch of lights on top. Because I'm covering this up, I don't have to worry about this anymore because I was going to put lights at the bottom of the bumper. But if I'm going to cover that up with a sled, then even better because I won't even worry about that no more. I might put some lighting on the back on like the toe part. Maybe a spotlight back there too. So like if it was an actual tow truck where you had to tow somebody at night, he could flick a spotlight on, and then just you can see where he's gonna put the hitch and shit like that. I'm just trying to think like practicality as well as fantasy. But I'm digging it, man. This is coming out pretty good. Already, we've gotten major progress in one night. So I'm already over 2 hours here, so I don't want to go too long. It's already 11:39. I got work tomorrow. So people do keep sending me more videos. I like this. Oh hell yeah! Okay, thank you, thank you, bud. Thank you. You sent me a link to the lights, to the flashing lights at the top. I can definitely make a light. I can definitely make a light on this similar to what is in my custom Vanguard, or just send you some links, materials. Yeah, okay. We'll talk, Mikey, because this is very, very small. We're working with a very small space here. Because I got the spike here, and I don't want to move that spike. I really like it where it is, so I don't want that to move. So we're very limited to what we got here, but I think you can make it work. It would just be a matter of drilling stuff out, cutting stuff out, and then just adding a light fixture into it. That sounds like a lot. But I don't think so. I think if we work, we can figure it out. We definitely figure it out. Fridays at 7. Which, by the way, tomorrow I will be on Figure It Out. We're doing a war movie bracket. I already submitted my 8 movies. I think they're very good movies. I think they're very good contenders. I saw Mikey's 8 movies. Those are very also stiff competition, if you will. But I think it's going to be a good, fun episode. Me, Kanan, and Mikey talking war movies. Please hang out with me Sunday. I'm going to be opening up The Lich King, which is gifted to me by War Chest. Thank you again, War Chest. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I think something else was supposed to get here, but I don't think it will. I tried to see an update on the in-art Batman figure. That's coming a couple weeks. It just cleared customs in China. So it just got on a plane, so it's got to come here, clear customs here. I'll get it probably at the end of the month, probably. Thank you, Evil Duke. I appreciate it. Listen, I know I don't do much. I just do a little bit here. I don't want to rush this thing. I want it to really look fucking awesome. And I got to tell you, from what we started on Monday, we basically just deconstructed the goddamn thing, to now it's already good. The hood is already one piece. I super glued it and epoxy resined it. It's not going anywhere. It's together. All I'm going to do is add some Bondo. We're going to add this supercharger engine thing that Mikey sent me. Thank you very much for For $1 more, I can get it chrome. I'm thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna get this one for $8.79 because it's got the belt painted. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. I can also paint it myself. I don't really need that for $1 off. We'll see. But we're gonna get this thing. We're gonna add it to the hood. Mikey is right. I don't really have to Bondo the whole crack because that's gonna cover up a lot of it. But I do have to Bondo some of it. So I'm gonna Bondo the whole thing just to be safe. And then when we mount that, this thing's gonna look fucking awesome. Like, so Monday we're gonna work on the sled. We're gonna get that done, and then we're gonna make sure that's mounted on. I'm gonna mount it to the sides here. So this is what I'll do. I'll take this off. I'll show you. So how I'm gonna mount it on here? You see these two sections that I left still? Man, I didn't mean this to happen, but thank God I fucking did, because that's where I'm gonna mount it. So the bars, or at least, again, we'll show you that here. So this piece right here will mount right here on these side things. So it'll all look like one fucking piece. It's going to look so awesome. And then that thing will block up all of this. I don't have to worry about the bumper sticker anymore. That'll be all covered up. You see how they have circle lights here on the ends? Like I said, if I have to cut these off and add just lights like that, I fucking will. You know, that's not a big deal. I might be able to do that. But if we can mount them in, as you can see, like I said, Mikey, you're working with minimal space. But if we can make it work, if you think you can make it yourself, let me know. We'll work everything out as always. But if you think you can do it, let me know. But that's what we're working with in terms of the headlights. But that thing is going to be easy to make for this. And you got literally all the real estate right here for it. It's perfect. So I'm excited now. I'm excited now we have a game plan and we're going to move forward with it because I know for a fact I can make that thing. That does not look that hard to make. So we're going to definitely make that on Monday, and we're going to have this front pretty much done. With this piece, obviously this goes back here like this. I'm going to cut all of these. I'm going to cut all of this shit off. Like all of these little things, I'm going to cut them off. Okay, and then I'm going to get the RC ones, drill holes, and kind of mount them on myself. I might not get, I'm going to be honest with you, I might not get that siren because I think I want to mount either that bebop head or something on here. I don't want sirens. I don't think he would have that. You know, I just don't. You know, I think he would have torn that off and added something else. So we're going to figure that out. We'll get that figured out soon enough. But I'm definitely going to cut these off because these are supposed to be lights, if I'm not mistaken, right? They're supposed to be the little, let me turn my lights back on. So if you see these little like, I assume these are supposed to be lights. Now, they have little holes, like, I don't want to say holes, but like if you looked, you can see where the molding is, like there's like an indentation. You could probably drill holes in here in each individual one and stick lights through. I guess I could do that, but I just like the idea of cutting this off and putting like spotlights that he would flick a switch and it would be just, and you just can't see. It will blind you. So if he's coming at you straight on and he hits those fucking spotlights, it blinds you and he can just ram you right off the fucking road. I think that's cool in my head. So now I know by cutting those off, you're gonna have to Bondo the top here, which I'm gonna do. Why is it so freaking empty in here? Get on Twitches. I appreciate that, Kaiju. Thank you. So we're gonna have to fill that with Bondo, which is fine. I don't mind doing that shit. That's it. That's easy. We just sand it until it's level, and then we'll just yeah, it's not gonna be that hard. I'm just trying to figure it out in my head. So even if you like, what I could do is just fill it now with Bondo, let it cure, and then cut them, and then it'll stay there. Like they'll be flat, which I could do, which I might do, honestly. So if not, if I do decide to leave them, then what I'm going to do is maybe try to figure out some practical use for them. I don't know if anybody else can help there, but if you have any ideas for that part, let me know. But I am going to mount the spotlights on here because I really like that idea. Stu, take it easy, but I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate you making sure you're going to be there front and center on Sunday. Thank you, bud. But yeah, so now we're going to have that done. The back part with the thing that slides off, it's supposed to be like a toolbox. That's where probably I'm going to put all my battery packs. So I'm going to just drill a hole back here and just have my battery packs right in there. So all I got to do is pop that open, or I might just put a switch on the outside. You just flick it and everything will turn on. Or maybe have a couple of switches so you can flick one, headlights come on, tail lights come on. You flick another one, high beams come on. You know, so we'll see. If I have maybe flamethrowers here, and we have maybe a light in those motherfuckers that maybe like pulse, you flick another switch, and then maybe those will come on. So we'll see. We'll get there. We're going to take our time with this thing. Like I said, we can finish this in a couple of weeks, but I'm going to maybe take the whole month to work on this. So please come hang out on Monday as well. I appreciate you guys. I really, really, truly do. So in terms of adding a epoxy resin to the teeth, I don't think I have to, man. It's good. They're pretty on there pretty well, and which I'm very happy with. Like I said, I can't believe how good that came out. That looks so fucking good. Are you looking on that camera? I mean, look at that. That looks awesome. You know, I'm gonna, like I said, engrave teeth, so to really stand out. But I mean, that looks so good. I free-handed that shit. That does look sweet. It fucking came out fucking awesome. You know, and the spikes really add just a small level. I'm very happy so far, and just now to find the supercharger air intake, and now we have the sled in my head that I kind of saw. I saw this sled in my head. I thought that this was that was the perfect one, and now we have that. So we have a real good game plan. That's what we're going to be working on next. Now the weaponry is on Monday. You know, today we kind of just did the cosmetic stuff, which was really needed to be done, which was the grill, the spikes, right? The hood is now solidified as one piece. And now Monday, when everything is sanded down and that's all done, now we're going to work on weaponry and defenses. So we're going to close out the windows. I know this thing comes with a windshield, but I might not put the windshield back in, if I'm being quite honest with you, because I don't know if he'd have a windshield. I think he would have like that kind of stuff, like fencing in front, so it protects him. You know, because he doesn't want anybody shooting in at him. You need tusks on that thing, like Motorhead logo and the War Pig. The Kaiju, yeah, exactly. I like what you're putting down, but so that is definitely an option, and we will look into that. But I'm saying when we get to defenses and weaponry on Monday, that's we're going to cross all that stuff. So just keep in mind we're going to be making that sled, and then we're going to be looking for flamethrowers, or I'll be making some flamethrowers, and we'll figure out where exactly we're going to mount said flamethrowers. Okay? I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I really, really do. This is always a fucking blast. I can't do it without you guys. So thank you very much for taking this ride with me. And we're learning this shit together. So if you have one of these and you didn't know what you want to do with this, I'm hoping that I can help you. At the end of this, when this thing is put together, I will sit this next to the other Wreck-It rig that I customized, and we will go over the differences. We'll go over my motivations for both and all that jazz on a pre-roll. That being said, guys, have a great fucking night, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you're front and center on Zakanan's channel when I'm doing Figure It Out with the boys. So until then, have a great rest of your night. Stay baked, and as always, Take care of each other and yourselves. Right? Is that what Jerry Springer says? Whatever. Take care of yourself, will you? Later, guys.